Then might. Damn, Gina.
Dude, he don't play. Eric's a company man.
And now he is.
He professional.
All right, Eric, you're live.
All right, folks, welcome back to episode 21 of Hyman Eric Sports Talk Show. This week, we got big Chicago White Sox news. It's official. The Pope has ordained and blessed the White Sox. Why? Tell him why, Hyman. Tell him where he was in 2005.
So he was there. And I'm not saying this is something I was there to hear or not, but from what I heard from the streets, he was there at the game, and he was like, you know what, Lord, please let Scott Podsednik hit a home run. Mr. Scott Podsednik ain't got no power. Lord, please give him the strength to hit a home run. And then Scotty Pods hits a home run with the new Pope in the stands. And his power is so great that the White Sox, for the longest time, for some reason, were not calling up their young first baseman that has all this pop in AAA, Elko. And then all of a sudden, we get a Pope. They call him up. Today, he wins the game with a 3-run home run. I don't know.
Shit.
I think we're back.
I know we said earlier in episodes that they lifted the curse with the whole baseball thing, but now it's legit lifted. Now, because of the Pope.
Yeah.
You know, and let's call out those dirty Cubs, dude. They said, "Oh, by the way, he's a Cubs fan." Wrong.
Says no one ever. All right. Outside to the day he dies.
His brother went on record and he was like, "Hey, I don't know where this dirty freaking rumor came from, but my brother, the Pope, by the way, don't like no Cubs."
Cubs hater, actually.
Yeah, actually, hey, I'm not gonna say he's gonna curse the Cubs, but
they lost that next game. The next game, they didn't look too good. I'm just saying.
That, so this year they're gonna get a championship.
And all of a sudden, the Dodgers, like, there was no talks about them and Kyle Tucker. They say that the Pope likes the Cubs. All of a sudden, the Dodgers are like, you know what? I'm gonna sign Kyle Tucker. So not only are they going to lose and not win the World Series, they're going to lose their best player to free agency because they want to fake rep the Pope.
That's crazy. Dude, that's why you don't lie on the Pope, dude. He has magical powers, man.
Dude, all the powers, dude.
He has that direct line to the big G.
Yep. That's a capital G-O-D for you.
No, but it is cool that, you know, all the memes that came out of it. The one about the Bears, they're like, Chicago got a Pope before they got a quarterback that can pass for 4,000 yards, right?
Yeah, the Bears have never had a quarterback pass over 4,000 yards, but Chicago got a Pope first. I like the Pope things; those are funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
A lot of AI with the Pope wearing Chicago gear, which was cool.
Yeah.
They were gonna.
I don't know how I felt because I did see that White Sox one where it was like white and then golden. I was like, I know they used AI for it, but like they should actually do that, you know.
Dude,
since he is an official fan.
Dude, if they got, you know what sucks? They just came with their City Connects, the new ones, which are okay.
Yeah, all the budget's gone. Then you're saying,
yeah, like we're like 3 years away from another City Connect. Maybe they'll do some special alternative to Pope night and then get some cool one-off jerseys.
Catholic night.
Yeah, dude, I'd show up, dude.
The first 50,000 fans get a little rosary.
Dude, give me a Pope bobblehead where he's wearing a White Sox jersey. I'd love it.
I mean, the Topps is coming out with that card, dude. That Pope card,
dude. Yeah, the special ones with the clouds in the background.
Is this like a special thing? Because like, do they just do that for events, like pop culture events?
Yeah, so ever since Fanatics bought like Topps, they do a lot of like these other things outside of sports.
Okay.
So they'll do it for other like go ahead.
I thought it was because he was a White Sox fan. You know, they were like, oh shit, we might as well take advantage of this.
Yeah, no, like I mean, even like I want to say Bernie Sanders. There was the card where he was sitting in the chair with his arms crossed or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So like they do like other like political events, like historic events, like famous things happening. I mean, it's a quick way to turn a buck.
Yeah, true.
If you get one of the parallels though too, I can see them being worth some money because like it's over 100,000, which honestly isn't like that crazy, but
Seems
it's like
crazy.
yeah, kind of. But then like you get some guys like the some of those counts are like 500, 600, 700,000 like things ordered. Like the Shohei stuff was like that, where I want to say it was probably like close to 1 million, if not over 1 million, like orders were put in. So this is like low comparative to like some of the big sports things. So.
But yeah, we love that for the Chicago White Sox, obviously, and hopefully the Bears. They get some blessings on the side. Bulls need some blessings. Cubs, no, they don't need anything though.
You know who might be good?
Who?
The Sky, Chicago.
Oh shit!
Sky.
I
Jesus, Pope.
Jesus in the sky.
Oh god, it's all coming together.
Yeah. I mean, I guess let's jump into women's sports news. So FIFA is going to do a groundbreaking study on whether women in their menstrual cycle have a tendency to break or to tear their ACLs more. And Sue Bird, basketball legend, she said like in 98 that the first thing the doctor told her was like, "Hey, are you on your period?" And she's like, "I am." So like they say it's groundbreaking news, but like it's been going on for like 15, 20 years. Like, yeah, what's going on here?
And the thing too, like, because on their podcast, like Megan Rapinoe was like 3 ACL tears every time I was on my period.
Dude, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, and some people are saying it's the hormonal like changes and stuff like that. Some people are saying like, oh, because their ACLs are smaller, but with the changes in their body, the fluctuation and everything like that, it leads to like a higher chance, like 2 to 8 times higher chance of a woman tearing an ACL versus a male athlete. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that like it's getting some more like press and anything, but like they need to get down to the bottom of this.
But how do you fix it? Like, I don't think you can fix it. I think the only thing is
nanobots. Jaime, dude, something, man.
This is gonna be controversial.
Oh,
do you have the women not play like that week
when they're on the?
Yeah. I mean, which adds up, like, especially depends on what sport, like basketball, you can miss 2-3 games, something like soccer, where it's like, you may only play a few games a week, but what if there's a big tournament, what if it's the playoffs, stuff like that, because not everyone's going to tear their ACL for sure, but it's one of those things where it's just like, I wonder if women are going to start taking that in consideration, where they're like, you know what, I'm battling some injuries as is, or I'm having some issues with my knees as is. Do I, because I'm on my period, sit out? And
I get what you're saying. It is a little controversial, but I mean, I feel like they're already warriors enough, dude. They already battled through cramps and everything. They're like, I might as well battle through this potential 2 to 8 times more breaking my ACL.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, like, even, like, it used to be, ACL used to be career ending, then it was, like, 2 years, then it was a year. Some people come back even before a year. Like, in football, there's been players that tore the ACL in, like, training camp, and then came back by the end of the season. So, like, the quickest turnaround time is, like, 6 to 8 months, like, and in some of the male athletes. So, if it's that turnaround time, it's not the end of the world. But the thing is, where it's like, if you do tear ACL, it depends on how you are as a player as well. Like the smaller guards, especially, like the Mystics player, she's like 5'4" or something like that.
She's small.
Yeah, like if you lose she's not gonna be as explosive anymore. Like it's one of those things where it's just like,
and then it's like the D Rose effect, dude. Then like. He obviously wants to go hard on the paint, but like he literally can't.
Yeah, because he tore his ACL, his meniscus, and then maybe his PCL or MCL. Like he had multiple like knee injuries.
Yeah,
there's times where the athletes have tore everything. Like you can tear just one tendon, a couple of tendons, but there's times where they literally blow out their whole knee. But yeah, I would.
I forget who was talking about it. Where like, oh, it was Marina Mabry's sister. She was talking about when she tore her ACL. She was like going up for a layup or something, or blocking a shot, and like when she got to the hospital, the doctor was like, were you in a car accident? Because like the way she tore her shit was like to the level of like you were like in a car, bones are shattered. Like we can't fix it right now. It's gonna have to heal with bones in like your muscle fibers or something. And I was like, shit.
Yeah, because there's like different grades of tears, and like she must have had I don't know if I think it's grade 3 is the worst, but I don't know if it's the scale is 1 or 3 being the higher version. But yeah, like she completely tore everything in her knee.
Yeah. I mean, the cool thing is she still plays. You know, she plays overseas, but I mean, there is hope. You know, after an injury like this. Yeah, like you said, you know, in the men's at least, you know, it's a quick turnaround time, and the more they learn about this, the more they study this, hopefully the quick turnaround time for the women's too, you know?
Yeah. And what helps the women though is like playing overseas is still pretty profitable. Like even the men's game, sure, you make some good money too, but it's not like the NBA, MLB, NFL. But like the women's game, some of those leagues pay them way more than the WNBA. I
mean, you got Kennedy Carter, dude, in Mexico.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yeah. She put up like 20 the other day.
What's up, Jack? But yeah, I mean, it's just maybe they'll get down to the bottom of this, you know, with this study, but who knows, you know?
Yeah, I just want to see what happens, like when the first woman player decides, I'm not playing this week. Like, what would they do? Like, what would they like? Because me personally,
I think it'll depend. It'll depend on the GM.
Yeah.
Vases. The Las Vegas Aces. Nope. Can't.
No, they're playing. All right.
Sparks probably will give them a break. You know.
Yeah. But like if you're a young player that doesn't have any injuries, I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't even worry about it. I think it's any player that has had the injuries, like Paige specifically.
Dude, there you go, man. There you go. Speaking of ill will,
I'm a Paige hater. I guess, you know. I'm just trying to protect her. All right, that's all.
Okay. I mean, the W officially kicks off Friday. I think. Should I forget who plays first? I just know that Indiana Fever. It's the Sky Saturday. So the W's. I mean, right now the last preseason game is going on right now with Valkyries against Phoenix. But yeah. Oh no, there's still a couple more. But the first official post or season game is Atlanta versus the Mystics, and of course they're gonna have three games on one night. So Minnesota versus Dallas. So we're gonna see Paige play for the first time on Friday officially, and then Las Vegas Aces versus the Valkyries. So yeah, 3 games on Friday.
I don't like how 2 games are at the same time. Like, is that? Yeah,
it's either you're gonna watch the Mystic rookies or Paige.
Yeah, I know it kind of sucks because of like I guess you know getting fans to the stadium. But I probably would have tried to put one of those games at like 4:30.
Yeah. Yeah, we because there's only 13 teams, but like, you know, they should probably try to schedule it, you know, better.
Or just have had 2 games on Friday and then have a bigger slate on Saturday and Sunday.
But it is Ion, so they could have contractual obligations to stream 3 games.
That's very possible, for sure.
Yeah. But I guess, just let us know down below, you know, who you think is going to win the W championship. Me and Jaime, obviously, you're going to vote for the Fever winning it all. If you're a Chicago Sky fan, you know, maybe the Pope ordained your season, you know, let us know down below, you know. W's back, baby. That's it for this week, though.
Eric, that was a good one, dude. I gave you the 2-minute warning and everything, and you wrapped that shit up. You didn't even skip a beat while you were talking. I might say, I'm going to go ahead on record and say, that might have been the smoothest. I can't tell if you're like bullshitting me. I'm not bullshitting, bro. This shit was hot. This shit was so hot. Because I was like, there's no way he pulls this off, right? And then you fucking pulled that off, dude. I'm here for it.
Sometimes, dude, you know.
Oh
Dude, you know
where
what?
the hell am I at? There we are.
The episodes we legitimately just threw this episode together. Like we're like, we're gonna talk about, and they were like, oh wait this, oh wait that.
Oh, did you guys do that before I got on the call?
Yeah.
I was like, I have nothing to talk about, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I ain't got nothing either.
Shit, that's me right now introducing
Yeah.
the Cheese May podcast. That's right. We're gonna sit around talking about bullshit before we review a movie. What up, everybody? Yeah, I was thinking about
you did have something to talk about though, you know, because you wanted to bring something up, but I Men in Blacked myself, so I can't remember what you want.
I legitimately forgot already.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah, I legit forgot.
No,
dude.
no. You guys were talking about something.
You
And I
gotta go
was
back
like,
to the meme.
Oh
to
no,
find
it was like your guys' discussion that you were having in a group chat was like
No, but we had another one. We had 2 Men in Black incidents.
There was.
hold on, wait, where were they?
It was about your story, dude. You were gonna say something.
Oh no, I wanted somebody else to talk about something. Fuck, dude, I can't. What is
One of them was a sports thing, and we did talk about it.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
You guys talked about the who you gonna let die, Shohei Ohtani or Caitlin Clark?
Oh,
no,
yeah, we did.
That was one of them that we blinked. Y'all
Yeah,
talk about
that
that.
was
I'm gonna find the other one that we blinked.
Okay.
All right.
So me and Hyman were talking about the trolley problem, you know, the classic, you know, philosophy problem. You know, you got one dude, you know, on the one side of the trolley, and then you got 50 dudes on the other side. You know, the one dude is a doctor, and the other dudes are like
No, the
normal
one
people.
dude's your mom, and then the other dude is like just 50 random people.
Oh,
Or
okay.
it's like they're also the thing of
Yeah,
like
it's all variations.
Yeah, but
it's one person 18 to 5 people
60.
85.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know.
So
Bro, I can't find
I
this
was
shit
like,
nowhere.
you know, on one side, Caitlin Clark's on there, and then the other side, Shohei Ohtani. And Jaime said, you know, without hesitation,
Sorry.
he said without hesitation, he's killing Caitlin Clark.
Whoa. He's not killing anybody, okay?
I'm
In this
saving.
trolley,
He's saving Shohei Ohtani.
You're saving. But my logic is Shohei already got a championship. He already got a Rookie of the Year. He already got all these awards. He has a wife and child. Like his life is pretty much fulfilled, dude.
You could say saving Shohei saves more people from having fucking PTSD because you'd be removing a man out of his fucking family home, Eric. You'd be depriving a child of his father and a wife of her husband.
And his child's like less than a year. The child has no idea really who their dad is yet.
He doesn't know how fucking cool his dad is.
Yeah.
So that's another bonus though for Caitlin.
Yeah.
The kid doesn't know who Shohei is.
Eric, you're wilding, bro. You're out of your mind right now. That's crazy as hell.
Shohei's wife can, you know, single mother it up, you know.
A single mom who works 2 jobs. Dude, I legit can't find this shit. I hope you guys can.
And Caitlin's only a kid, dude. She's barely
only a kid.
Up and up.
She's got.
Let's be real though. In the game of baseball, though, the fandom, more people like Shohei. Caitlin is 50-50. Half the people in the league hate her. Like Shohei is a man of the people. You saw him the other day telling that guy still home, and he was just like no one's as funny as Shohei. And
what's his celebration that he does? He does like one of these, right? Or no?
Yeah, it's
wait, he double jerks
like that. Yeah, he like it's like a.
Oh, it's like a wave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a little less homoerotic, Eric.
I saw a gif where like he hit a grounder to outer field, and then he ended up stealing the third base, and like and then he did the little celebration, and then there's a dude in like the stands who had like a jersey on. He like took it off like the opposing teams, and like he started doing the little dance. Yeah,
it was a Marlins game. Yeah, Shohei. He gets a third. And then he does, his celebration, and the fan just like takes his jersey, throws it off, and starts doing a celebration.
I guess you're right though. Killing Shohei Japan would be like devastated.
But
the entire country, bro, not just it is all of Japan. Everybody there praises my man.
And the thing too, though, it's like Shohei. How I feel is like MLB and like the world is like embracing him to be the star that baseball needs. Unfortunately, PC, it's really a mixed bag. Like half the people want her out of the league, even though she should be embraced just the way Shohei is being embraced. Yeah. So if they don't care about her, if they don't respect her, why am I going to let this man go?
But let's bring it to a vote then, right here.
Hold on. You don't have anybody like Pat McAfee calling Shohei some fucking white bitch. You know what I mean? Like there's other outside factors as well that are going against her, whereas like everybody has like rallied behind Shohei, and it seems like even people who don't care about the WNBA are like, you know what? Yeah, fuck Caitlin Clark, dude.
No, but there's some haters of Shohei, you know, claiming that he just Jack.
Yeah, but
man,
it's like
he doesn't
like
even like baseball, man. He likes the Cardinals, and that's it.
Yeah, but like Shohei's love is like love 80, hate 20. Caitlin Clark is like 50-50.
Yeah, it is truly a coin flip.
Yeah.
So you're picking a safe Shohei then, Joey, as well?
He's got kids, man. I can't take a dad away from their child or whatever. And
he's good man and a good
Eric,
dad.
You're trying to fucking Blue Bayou this guy, okay? I'm not gonna fucking stand here and let that happen. I'm voting. Caitlin's had a great run. Maybe she should have popped out a kid, and I would have fucking been a little more torn. Okay,
more sympathetic.
Yeah,
fair enough.
And if he didn't have a kid, then I would have flipped a fucking coin, and whoever it would have landed on, dead. Wipe him off the face of the earth. But you know what? I can't take that little boy away. Or I can't take the dad away from that little boy.
If I save Shohei, he got more money. He might throw some coin my way.
Not. You'll be lucky if he doesn't kill you dead in the streets for even getting him into that situation.
But
if you were such a fucking fan, I'd have been fine. Yeah. I'd have been all right.
No, dude, it happened. I came in like a superhero, dude. I jumped over 2 fences, and then I saw the thing, and the lever was there, and I was just like, no, Shohei!
Fuck you, Caitlin!
Yeah.
Go.
The lever got stuck, dude, so you like have to like fucking put all your strength into it.
She's begging you not to do it. Random dude, no! Don't take my life!
Yeah.
You, buddy.
There'd be like a pressure plate where if the person moves, they just blow up or whatever. I would jump on that pressure plate for Shohei. I would be on the train track now. Yeah. So then Shohei has to choose between me and Caitlin Clark.
He's choosing Caitlin Clark in a heartbeat, brother.
Yeah, but it's okay because I will die for Shohei.
So I found the other thing that I was going to talk about. I don't really know how much conversation we're going to have around it, so I'm okay not to talk about it. Instead, I do want to talk about something that came up during Mother's Day brunch this morning, which I think is going to be...
is it cheese man?
Oh, no, it's not cheese man. But I did make Vinny work really hard, and he started bitching crazy about it. He got real mad at me about it. So I was having a rough morning. You know, the baby's on one 97% of the time, okay?
Nice.
True.
And you know what? Today was one of the 97. He was really on one. So I thought of a thought experiment. You know, how much would I be able? Would somebody be able to decapitate somebody else by sticking an M80 in their neck, like in their throat? You shove it down the throat. You got a nice little wick coming out the top, all the way out the top. Would an M80 have enough force to cleanly decapitate somebody? Okay, I brought that up just offhanded. You know, I was just thinking. We watched a horror movie. We watched a horror movie this week, so I'm thinking about it.
We got horror on the brain.
Vinny said absolutely fucking not. He said there's no way an M80 would be able to do that. And I see James over there trying to look it up. No one's talked about it before, okay, buddy? So just lock the fuck in, because I'm going to walk you through how we figured this out.
But I already think it would, because it would. It would, by the way. Spoilers for the end of the conversation. It 100% will do it. I didn't even for a second think it wouldn't be possible, because I've seen whole hands and stuff blown off.
That's what I said. I was like, dude, it takes hands off. Vinny's like,
from smaller things too. Not even
Vinny was like, there's absolutely no way. So I said, fine, we're not going to have a discussion about this. We're going to fucking work through this math problem like it's algebra, and we're just going to figure it out.
Oh shit.
Okay, so I tried to look up the amount of newtons it requires to decapitate somebody, okay? I ended up finding out some other number around that, and I found out the kilograms per are kilograms of force to lop off somebody's head. Okay, it was like in the 7,000s, or it was like 5,000 kilograms of force. Okay, so then I went okay. First we tried to figure out the newtons that an M80 would be able to kick out. They don't measure it in newtons. Okay, they measure it in something else. So we got joules per meter squared. And that's how we are. Joules, joules per meter is what it was.
Then you have to convert.
Get this shit, okay? So we were like, all right, we found dynamite, and then we just cut dynamite down to 25% because an M80 is supposed to be like a quarter stick of dynamite, right? So we were like, okay, we got that number, and it produces like 72,600 kilojoules of energy. Okay, like that's how much energy that shit kicks out, right? So I'm like, oh man, all right, that's a big number, but like I haven't really figured out how many newtons or joules it takes to cut off a head at this point. So then we found the force, or oh my god, kilograms of force is what it was to lop off a human head. Okay, oh no, this is what we figured out. Because we couldn't figure out like the mechanism for slicing off a head. Like nobody had like guillotine measurements for me on Reddit or anything. So I went, okay.
You're telling me Spike TV doesn't have numbers?
Bro,
from
nothing,
that one show
dog.
they did?
I couldn't even find a fucking medical paper or some shit on it. So I went, okay, this is all flesh. You got a little bit of bone in here, but it's not like, it's structural, but it's not protecting nothing, right?
Yeah.
You don't got a rib cage on your neck or nothing like that. So I said, fine. We can't find the clean cut of a neck. So I'll look up how much force it takes to crack somebody's skull. Because if I could crack your skull, I 100% could blow through your neck, right?
I would have looked up like sever a spine, like specifically.
Right. Well, but even then, it doesn't take much because it's like nebulously even connected. Like it's not even like there's a protective layer on the spine. You could like sever it pretty easily. You know,
it doesn't take much. There's not even that much skin in the neck in general.
Right. Like, yeah, it's all very thin. So we found it takes 5,000 joules to fucking crack somebody's skull, to just fucking blow through that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was 5,000 kilograms of force. That's what it was. 5,000 kilograms of force or something. And so we converted it, and it was the easiest fucking conversion. So it was like 1-to-1. A kilogram of force is 1-to-1 with like a joule per meter or some shit like that. And so that means an M80 would produce 8 times the amount of fucking force needed to blow, to crack your skull, to blow through your skull. So I was like, Vinny, if anything, it's not even going to cleanly take somebody's neck off. You're ruining like the bottom jaw and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like within an enclosed space. Yeah. So like the pressure buildup,
it's going to come straight out your neck or down through your shit. But dude, he was so fucking confident. He's like, there ain't no way. Has he never
fucking bought M80s before?
No,
those things are powerful, dude.
We didn't really do that kind of shit for 4th of July or anything like that when we were kids, and we don't even really celebrate it now all that much either.
One of my dad's friends, he used to own like a dealership, and then he ended up selling the dealership, and then went into fireworks. So we would always kind of get the hookup.
Damn.
And he would always give us like M80s, and I remember one summer, I set one off, and like the whole block of cars, like the alarms went off.
Yeah, I bet you felt that shit in your chest.
Yeah, like, that shit was powerful.
I love that. But yeah, I was like so shocked, and he was like, so we went to the El Poblano place that we took my mom for her birthday or whatever. They have these big goblets. James, have you been there in Maryville? So they have these big goblets of like liquor essentially or whatever. And Vinny was like halfway through a medium one, and he was like, dude, I don't want to fucking do this math, man. I don't care. And I was like, fuck you. You're going to look this up right now while I look up this other piece of information, and we're going to figure this shit out.
Well, it's because he thought he was right? That's why he didn't want to look it up.
No, he was just being a lazy prick.
Okay.
I don't even know how confident he was in his answer. I think he was just like, I just don't feel like doing this.
Being
and
a
I was
contrarian.
like, yeah. But then I was like, you're not going to push back and then not fucking put in the legwork to prove your fucking hypothesis here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sure he was just hoping for a quick answer. And then when it wasn't a quick Google search, he's like, yeah, I don't care that much.
He really was not a quick answer.
Ask Google Gemini to see if they knew.
No, Nick, I think, tried to show me some AI shit. And I was like, get that fucking shit out of here. We're doing our own research, buddy. Because could you even look it up? So you do it on your Google Gemini.
I mean, AI would help you with the conversions. That they would have done it super fast.
Yeah. But no, we were looking up like factual information, like what the amount of joules it takes to cut off somebody's head. I don't even think like ChatGPT will tell you that.
Yeah.
I hope James is doing the research right now. Okay, somebody's doing it. That's what matters.
But we can all be researching, or else I'll be dead.
I'm not researching. I'm out here talking because I mean,
like M80s like kill people like every year, so like it's not like we already know they're right? Powerful.
Right.
Yes.
Definitely powerful enough to blow through your neck if you swallow one.
Yes.
100%.
Which is that's some Final Destination shit. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine that? You're like they're doing something.
Did you see the ads that Final Destination has been doing?
Yeah, the ones with the logs and shit. Yeah.
It's funny on like trucks.
I love that.
And then the billboard one where it's like
the
like
two
the
dudes
people putting up the billboard.
Yeah.
Like it shows like a picture of like the dude falling down.
We're not going to review that, are we?
14-year-old Indian.
Because you'll be gone,
I'll
right?
be gone.
Yeah. City until the 5th day after he was struck in the.
But we want to do that for.
For what?
For
Go
a big theme event. A big theme event. Remember, we want to do all the finalists. I guess we.
Are we doing that for Halloween?
That's the week you were busy, actually. That's the week you were busy, so you probably didn't even see that combo.
I did not.
That was
see
my
that,
suggestion.
Bro. Okay,
but that was just a suggestion.
I'm down. I like the Final Destination movies. I'll watch them.
Someone died in 1986 because like an M80 exploded and hit a metal shard and it like cut someone's head off.
See, that's some fucking Final Destination shit.
Yeah.
No, I love that idea though.
18-year-old kid or a 14-year-old kid in the 90s.
14-year-old kid, he didn't even.
Not sad.
He didn't even full neck it, man. He didn't even. He had no ear more, dude.
No.
Damn, that's fucked up.
That's a baby neck.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
But my thing is, if it gave, sure it's a sharp object, but if it gave that enough force to lop something off, there's no reason why if it was inside you wouldn't create enough force to blow your head off.
So when we figured out the numbers, I was like, honestly, I could probably take like 2 packs of regular firecrackers and that'll probably be enough force to blow my shit up. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like depending on how you package everything, like it's more than enough force in there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm getting
what? Oh, did you get an answer?
It's
from Gemini?
No, I mean I got the joules right away of like how much force an M80 gives off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like 10,500 is what it said.
Oh, 10,500
joules. Yeah.
Shit, that's still more than enough. That's still double the amount that you require to crack a human skull. Based on some dude from Reddit, by the way. I got my numbers from some dude on Reddit.
It's not like because it's not like a sharp object. It's not a clean like, oh, your head's gonna fall off. Yeah. Your head's literally gonna shoot off.
Yeah.
Like.
So yeah, right away I asked it how many joules for a skull, and it's like 1,500 of joules of energy.
so yeah, 10. It's even more.
Yeah, it's 10 times. Yeah.
Well, look at your spinal cord.
Yeah, it's nothing, dude. It's fucking. And then it even your finger's structurally more sound than your fucking spinal cord. Go ahead, Eric.
A professional boxer's punch is about 400 to 1,000 joules. A 9mm bullet is 500 joules. Baseball at 90 miles per hour is 110. Yeah, M80, 10,000 joules, easily capable of causing lethal trauma if detonated close to the head.
Shit, I'm here for it. Hey, well, because did you guys ever listen to the Mr. Ballin thing about like the kid who secretly built a guillotine in his bedroom and then lopped his head off with it?
No.
Oh, that story's wild.
That's cool though. I mean, but you know.
It's innovative, okay?
Yeah.
Look, you guys have... Because, Eric, you've heard of the way that I would do it if I ever fucking fell to my lowest of lows, right?
I don't think so.
It's essentially that.
We should... Okay.
Yeah, just to boil it down. I would never. I'm too much of a coward.
Yeah.
But that's how I would have done it. And then this fucking 15-year-old kid or whatever decided that he was going to fucking jock my style. And he did it before I did. And so
Was
I
he
was,
from MIT, dude, or something?
he had to be
wicked
smart. Yeah, wicked fucking smart. But so then I was like, I gotta figure out something else. I gotta figure out a cool way to do this shit. And so I was like, M80 to the throat, right? That's like the way to do it.
Dude, but how would you even get down your throat? Dude? You'd be like gagging the whole time.
That's what makes it even cooler, because the whole time I'm like,
They make throat numbing spray.
I mean, I could fucking put a ribbed condom around it, Eric. It's not hard.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
I'd
You're
figure
right.
it out.
The hardest part would be to keep the flame lit.
No, those I mean, you could
I
always
guess just make a long enough wick and then just light that shit on the
yeah,
way
then it's like
down,
a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon.
But then what happens? It still goes out, and then you're choking to death.
Then you have to try to swallow an M80. You're
Yeah.
like sticking your finger
then-
down there to push it down.
And then
or
the
whatever.
police finds you. They're like, "Oh, this guy choked on an M80 in a condom."
They're like, this is the
Yeah.
weirdest. This is
What
the
kind of
craziest
kink is
kink.
that?
Yeah. Dude, everybody's got a kink. You know what I mean? That's a reference to
So
the
there's-
movie we're about to review.
There's also a thing though. If it's lodged tight enough in your throat, it being that compact would create so much more like force too.
Yeah, exactly.
I think if anything, it's ruining your face. Like, it might not even complete it. Like, you might actually there might be no identifiable
Dude, your
piece of your head
eyeballs
left.
pop out.
Yeah, you're like,
Dude, that's not even a question.
yeah.
Like, it would blow up and your head would probably just squish
Boom,
all
yeah.
apart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, and then they're like, how did this happen? There's no head anywhere. And then they look up and it's just like falling from the ceiling and shit. You're like, yo, what the fuck?
Just bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, there's one good thing about my imagination, and it's that if we ever get around to writing a horror movie, I got fucking ideas, man.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
can write it.
People put M80s in trees and like blow big ass holes out of them. Like,
I just think Vinny wasn't educated. He didn't know. He didn't understand M80 style, and he's like, bro, I didn't know.
He didn't
I
know,
wasn't
dude.
aware of
He
your
didn't
style.
know.
Of your
there's like people
swagger.
legitimately with like smaller ones blow their hands off every year. So it's like,
Mhm.
Couldn't be me. I'm always fucking,
no,
it
I
blows
don't
up way
I
from
don't
me.
mess with them.
I usually don't either. I don't mess with anything that can't fly far as hell away from me. I'm not trying to blow shit up right in front of me.
Even then, those bitches be malfunctioning and there be fire everywhere.
Yeah, I stand behind my blast shield and I go. "Oh."
You got you.
But yeah, that was. I feel like that was a more engaging conversation than me talking about my Uber driver being fucking swagged out and class conscious as
Yeah.
fuck. Because that dude was sick.
Weird woke ass based.
Dude, he was so fucking woke until he started talking about women, and I was like, no, I'm losing
It'd
him.
be like that sometimes, dude. You know.
Hey, I get it. Sometimes you're like, I could think about everything else at once, and I can understand and empathize with all people, but let a motherfucking woman disrespect me once, and that's it. I'm done with him.
Yeah.
He started talking about
Unfortunately.
that, and I was like, yeah, bro, that shit's crazy, man. Women be wildin'. They be,
Dude, that's wild.
they be lying, they be eating hot chip, and they be shouting.
They be fucking lying, cheating, and stealing, dude. You know what I'm saying?
It was so fucking funny. He got deep
Lie,
with me
we
too.
cheat,
My man was
we steal.
fucking. He was like, "Yeah, my dad's a fucking piece of shit. He only talks to his half white son."
Damn,
and
how long was this Uber fucking ride, dude?
it was all the way to fucking O'Hare, man. I was in the car for like an hour.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I always get the chatty Cathy's too.
Dude, that's 45 minutes on a good day.
Yeah, it was a good day though. It was a quick, easy flight to catch. But yeah, he was pouring out his fucking soul, and we were 30 minutes into this 45-minute drive, and my man was like, "Damn, bro, you're real fucking cool, man. When we were leaving your house, I was about to ask you for a fucking bottle of water, bro, and I totally should have."
Mhm.
It's like, yeah, man, I guess you should have. He's like, bro, my throat dry as fuck right now.
Yeah.
And he kept talking. He talked for the rest of the ride. I was like, oh my
He was
God,
yapping
man.
so much, dude. That's why his fucking throat's so
That is
dry.
why.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, I didn't think you'd be one of the dudes who give me some water, but I realize now you'd have been one of the cool ones. was like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you no. That's wild.
Dude, I tell people, they're like, oh, can I stop and get gas? Or like, can I stop and get an energy drink or something? And I'm like, sure.
Yeah, it's fucking. I don't care, dude. What the fuck? Like that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
This is your office, dude. Shit, do whatever you want.
Well, I also don't like wait till the last moment where I'm like, dude, if this is 26 minutes, I only got 26 minutes. We can't make a single stop.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm like leaving early. Like I give myself at least like 15, 20 minutes.
Shit, then you throw him a $5 bill and be like, go give me some fucking Funyuns, man. We're snacking the whole ride.
Well, because there's been times where I'm like, oh, hey, can I stop like to get something? Like if I'm going somewhere, I'm like, oh, can I stop? Can we stop at the gas station real quick? And then like one time the guy was just like, oh, hey, do you mind? He like was trying to hand me money. He's like, oh, hey, do you mind grabbing me a energy drink or water or whatever it was? And I was like, oh yeah, no, I got it though. Like,
yeah,
you know, you're doing me a solid. I'll buy it for you.
Don't expect the tip though. You got this energy drink picked up. Do not expect the tip. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, shit, I'm not trying to have nobody pissing in bottles so that I can make it to a meeting or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, go do your shit, homie. Like, I'm not trying to have you stress out about it.
Yeah, it ain't that. It ain't that.
You told him to keep the meter running, though?
No, it's all distance based. I don't even think it's like time in car. It's just how, like, literally point A to point B, how far is it?
Uh-huh.
If you were going to, like, it would technically make it a little, like, more expensive if it's like, oh, hey, give me stop at a gas station. There's no gas station, like, on the route, and you, like, go off.
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh, we stopped for 5 minutes. The clock's been running for an extra 5 minutes, so it's an extra $2.
Yeah,
like taxis.
Then it's like, no, you are not fucking stopping. You better piss in that Gatorade bottle I see up there.
And if you stop too long, it's like, is everything okay? Or if you're going a different direction, yeah, it'll be like, oh, it seems to be taking a different route. Yeah, like it's like telling you, like, are you being kidnapped? Pretty much.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. I don't know if did I tell it on the podcast about how I got into a random person's car instead of the Uber I ordered?
No.
We're gonna save that for the next time we talk, though.
No, you don't check the license
plates?
Shut up.
We're not talking about it right now. What did I just say? We're gonna save it. We're saving it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you look so cool. Come over here, say goodnight to Tios.
Hey, Spider-Man?
Say it again.
Hi, Tios.
Good night.
Say goodnight.
Good night, Taylor.
Good night.
Say goodnight, baby. Yeah, he's wearing Spider-Man jammies. He got them for his birthday.
Nice. Those are hot.
Give me a kiss on cheek. I love you.
Damn, slick back hair.
Oh, he said you guys got to give him a kiss. Okay, James gave you a kiss.
Oh, I froze. I gave one though. You saw that?
Yeah, I did see it.
He waved at you too.
In slow motion.
Good night, baby. I love you. And I love all of you for tuning in on twitch.tv/soonerorlatertv or youtube.com/@soonerorlaterlive. For us, just hanging out, dude. Sitting around the cheese may fire and just talking some bullshit. And if you want to watch us live on Sundays, definitely subscribe to the Twitch channel or Sooner or Later Live. And until the next time, we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See you.
All right, dude. Fucking James, what part of fucking we're saving it for the next time don't you understand? You're asking the important questions way too early.
Nah, dude, because now you cut it there, and then they're gonna be like, wait,
it's a teaser.
What?
Yeah, it is a teaser, yeah. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later Review. I'm your host, Joey, and this week we're talking Heart Eyes, out now on Netflix, which is where we watched it. New horror movie that came out over Valentine's Day. I mean, let's just get into it, fellas. This movie was good. It was enjoyable.
Surprisingly good, dude.
Oh, you think it was surprisingly good?
I mean, I guess it wasn't because I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes beforehand, so I knew it was going to be at least decent. I love the intermixing of genres, dude. Rom-com and horror. It was slasher.
It was a romantic comedy slasher, and I think it mixed all three of them very well.
Mm-hmm.
It was very even on all three of them.
You know why though, dude? You know, because fucking the director, he did a bunch of skits. I just looked it up too. I forgot.
From VHS?
No, he did the College Humor skits. He did a bunch of those.
Oh.
You know
Okay.
what other movie he also directed? That movie that we always talk about, the video game movie,
Werewolves
the Werewolves
Within.
Within.
Yeah.
And that was also rated high.
We're gonna have to watch that shit, bro.
And you know who edited the shit?
Who?
Who?
A fucking legend, dude.
Ludwig?
Fucking Brett, no. Brett Beckman, who's done Companion, Pig,
I haven't seen it.
Mandy, Toxic Avengers, Werewolf Within, Color Space. This dude done banger after banger.
Color Out of Space,
solid.
Eric.
The Fall of House of Usher.
You got real wild because it cut out and it sounded like you said colored space, and I was like, I don't think this is the name
color
of
of the space.
Your fucking internet's making you seem racist.
God damn it.
You know what's crazy though for this movie? Like, it has 3 writers on it.
Bro.
It's pretty good. Like, normally when movies have too many hands, I'm like,
And you know what's crazy too? I could see each writer basically being like, okay, I'm writing the romance stuff.
mhm.
You're going to write the comedy shit and you're going to write the horror shit. And we're just going to figure it out. We're going to try to stitch it all together and make it work. And damn it, they made it work.
I mean, like the one of the writers
Letterboxd.
is like from like so let's see, Happy Death Days, which are
Okay.
of course,
Love those movies.
Freaky, the horror like switch up
Dude.
one.
Freaky's
Yep.
real good. I like that
Love
one.
that
Yeah,
one.
and then Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. I kind of like that movie. Kind of dope
I've
for
heard
like
of
a
it.
zombie movie. I really like it. And then so let's see what the other guy did.
Wait,
you know, it's
did
interesting.
you-
They've all worked on like a lot of them are horror like stuff and slashers.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing, man.
It takes less
Yeah.
money to make, you know?
Yeah, I mean they made money on this. They only
yeah.
had a budget of 18 mil, and
Bro.
they only made
Other than the mask, I don't know what else could have cost money. Like this
All
was super bare bones, which I like.
All
I'm
the
a fan.
practical fucking dummies that they had to buy.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it.
Yeah, I mean it depends like where this was filmed and everything because this film actually has like multiple sets. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is better.
but-
That shit's cheap.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of crazy that my man did Companion and Hard Eyes, the editor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he had 2 bangers come out back to
Back to
fucking
back.
back. That's wild. The letterbox on this though is 2.8 out of 5, which
Yeah,
I think
saw that. It's
is pretty fair.
I guess you're right. It's out of 5, so it is middle of the road.
It's
2.5.
It's like 60%. You got a 60% out of 100. Because I don't think this movie's perfect by any means. There's
No,
some
I don't think
glaring
so either,
ishes
no.
with it.
You know who the go ahead?
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
The lead.
Mhm.
You know who his
The
dad
woman?
is? No, the male lead. Sorry.
Oh, what about him? The dude from
His last
Scream?
name is Gooding.
Yeah.
Cuba Gooding?
He's Cuba Gooding's son, right?
Yeah, he is.
Nepo ass baby, bro.
Nepo.
Damn.
'Cause you know he's one of the good
Dude.
ones. He's one of the good ones.
Yeah. He's been in a few things. I've seen him like he's always been like recently too. Like he's a new and upcoming actor. I've seen him like a few things. He always like plays like kind of like not the main guy or whatever. So this
He's
is like the
always
most
buff.
main guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always a jock.
backup.
Hey, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's sexy as fuck.
That's who he was in Scream.
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. And then but
Oh,
yeah,
he's
it's a
in
Disney star.
Booksmart?
Yeah.
Dude. He's been in a lot of shit.
And then
Yeah, dude,
Olivia
I've seen him in
Holt
so much stuff.
is from Cloak and Dagger, right? She's
Bro, what the fuck? Who watched that,
she's
Eric?
Dagger. I don't know. I assumed Jaime because he watches all the Marvel slop.
So
Except for season 3 of
I
What
haven't
If.
seen. Yeah, but
Yeah.
And Cloak and Dagger is like a Fox thing. It's not like it's not like an MCU thing, so I haven't seen it.
Oh.
But she's also a Disney star. She was
Fuck
in like
you, Eric.
Kicking It or something.
Yeah, it was kicking it.
Yeah, and that's the is that I'm pretty sure that's
Kicking
the yeah. It's like a
It's a
So is that
karate
a
thing.
soccer one?
it's
Karate.
a Disney. It's like a Disney like Karate Kid type situation.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I've seen some video essays on could those kids beat the Cobra Kai kid.
Cobra
What
Kai.
the fuck are you
Yeah.
watching? I love that.
Yeah.
Was she good in it?
And she's not like she's like a love interest mostly.
Yuck. Yawn.
Yeah. I mean, she's because it's it's like more about the male leads or whatever. And I've only seen bits and pieces of it. Yeah, because this shit came out when I was already like an adult,
a grown ass man.
Well, it was well past
2011 to 2015. We had already graduated high school at this point.
Yeah. But if that came out when I was a child, I would have eaten it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's a little too cheesy though. Like that's
Hella
my thing.
cheesy,
It's a little
bro.
too. Like Cobra Kai takes itself way more serious. That show does not take himself serious.
I love that though. Sometimes
and I mean the main guy is called like Bobby Wasabi. Like,
oh, that's racist as hell. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys like how the killer, or I guess not like, he didn't kill any gay couples? What's up with that?
Hey man,
because
are we
going spoilers?
Hey.
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
We're 6 minutes in. I don't know how much longer we're gonna go on this, so I'm down to do spoilers. I would argue this could be spoilable, like because I didn't know for sure. I was trying to figure it out and couldn't figure it out, and then some shit happened, and I was like, "Damn, I did not see that coming." Okay, so we're full spoiling. It says currently spoiling Hard Eyes. If you don't want to know, go to Netflix. If you ain't got Netflix, matey. And watch it. It's good enough movie. I think it's worth your time for sure. It's worth an hour and a half or whatever it is. Go for it.
So the guy that had like went up against so we're talking about the drive-in, right? That's what they call those theaters. I can't think of it.
That is drive-in, yeah.
So he sees two women. He doesn't kill them because he is in a throuple and he likes both of them. So the way I looked at it afterwards was like, oh, he doesn't kill gay couples because he's in a multi-sexual.
I don't think.
Nah.
I didn't take it that way. I think he was just playing with his food because that's what they love to do.
Yeah.
And he just got once they caught his attention, he's like, "Oh fuck this! I'm gonna kill them." You know.
Right. I also think maybe it's an MO thing that he was just like, I'm gonna just kill straight couples. I don't want nobody thinking I'm homophobic. I'm a killer. I'm not a fucking bigot. Okay, there's a difference.
He says, "I love men. I love women. I'm in a throuple." So these hetero traditional relationships got to go.
No, I don't know. He didn't think about it that much.
The dude was just a fan.
No, no. The guy calls it a throuple, and then when Punky Brewster or whatever the fuck her name is gets in this shits, she's like, he was just a fan or something like that. He changes his tone real fucking quick, okay? Which I didn't love. The villains, not great. The mask is great. The look and feel of it is fantastic.
Persona, yeah.
But the people behind the mask, fucking whack. Not cool to me.
I as soon as you see the one there's multiple killers. When you see the one guy, it's like, okay, this weirdo's clearly a killer. And then when they don't show
straight off the bat, the IT dude gave off bad vibes. I knew he was a killer.
Yeah. But they did the horror movie thing of making it seem like there could be anybody could be a killer. You know what I mean? Because they did the thing with the ex-boyfriend where he did the thing, and it was like, that's a little weird. He could be a killer.
Oh, I never thought he was the killer. I thought he was just a piece of shit.
No, but that's what they're doing it for. Is to to make you think that anybody could be the killer.
To try to implant little things into your head.
Nah, dude. I was like, these cops, killers. That IT guy, killer.
But
the
both
one
of
cop
them were
ends
not
up never
killers.
being a killer.
Yeah.
Only one ends up being a killer.
Did you guys think Jay was a killer?
No, never once.
No.
Nah, not even once.
Hobbs is the guy, Shaw is the girl, because the J.
Right. I love that, by the way. That joke was really funny.
Especially because she's from Fast and Furious. Jordana.
So good, dude. It's so fucking funny.
Dude, a Vin Diesel cameo would have been hilarious. Like if Vin Diesel was the
dude in the mask. Yeah.
No way.
I would have died, bro.
It was so meta, dude.
Yeah, it would have been really funny.
They couldn't afford that, dude. The budget would have been too much for getting Vin on the line.
Dude, I would have been, if I was Jordana, I would have been like, hey man, just do me a solid, dude. We're family. You talk about family all the time.
Send them a Corona or whatever the fuck they're drinking at the end of those movies.
Yeah, dude, it's Corona, dude, to the day they die.
Yeah, I just wish, I don't know. I wish they would have done something to make them more interesting as villains. I understand I understand their thought process or whatever, and they do set up the kink thing earlier in the movie. It just didn't feel like it paid off, and I was like, I really don't give a shit about these people. Like, I hope they die.
Like you said, I liked them when they had the mask on, but as soon as they had the mask off, it's like,
but my thing, though, the movie was already over at that point, so I didn't really care as much.
Yeah,
they had to just wrap it up.
Because the movie gets almost like wrapped up, and then it's just like,
it's
like, not over yet.
It feels like an ending, and then it's like, you got 30 more minutes, baby. You would have locked in.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. So I thought that was cool. I mean, because it's a short movie, I think the pacing was great.
Will you guys stick around for the end credits?
Nope. Was I supposed to?
There's an end credit scene.
What is it?
Shit's for the beans.
Yeah, I ain't watching
they're in the car, obviously, watching the movie.
Who's there?
Jay and what's her name?
Okay,
Carla.
Allie.
What the fuck's her name?
Carla. Yeah. It's Allie and Jay. Yeah.
Anyway, so like they're watching the movie after they proposed to her or whatever. She gets a call, unknown number. She picks it up, and it's the voice. Roses are red, violets are blue. I see you. But then it's like her best friend.
Oh,
there's a prank
what a fucking dick.
Her best friend's like, I got the picture of you guys, and then blah blah blah.
I love
you guys. Your fiancés now, and then it ends.
So you know what's funny? I just watched another movie, and it has a very similar like last little ending part. It's like not credits or whatever.
What is it?
I don't know if you guys are gonna watch. It's a Drop. That's the name of the movie.
Oh, I was never gonna watch that, but now I know to stick around for the endings.
I want to watch that. Yeah.
Well, it's not end credit, but it's like the end. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we know someone gets dropped, so she like her getting another drop is not so crazy.
Yeah,
it's like the whole premise of the movie.
Do you guys know who played Zeke Hobbs?
No, I actually was gonna look into that. Who was that?
It's Devin Sawa. He's the dude from the first Final Destination movie. He's like the main character from that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Alex Browning.
Yeah. That's crazy.
When he was just a little kid, dude. Look at him.
He was a baby, dude. That's why you don't. Yeah. That's why you can't tell, man. That's wild. I legit couldn't even tell. He's great though. I loved him.
Good for him. Look at all the movies he's done.
Hey, well. Look at all those direct-to-videos in the notes.
Yeah, exactly.
But shit, I would do a billion direct-to-videos if it pays the bills. You know what I mean? Better than working a fucking 9 to 5, man.
You guys were talking about Final Destination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the star kid in Little Giants, like the blonde-haired boy?
What the fuck is that, man?
I don't know who Junior Floyd is.
He is.
Yep.
He is.
Yeah. Yeah, Little Giants is awesome. It's like a very old kids movie, but
he's also Casper and Casper, I guess.
Really? Good for him. Dude started strong.
Dude, he had an illustrious child acting career, okay? And then it fell off when he stopped being cute. And it was all downhill.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That happens though, dude.
He had a string of really bad fucking movies though. Like really bad movies.
He might be back though, dude. You never know because of this movie.
You know what? Him in like a character actor role, I'm vibing with it. I was all about that shit, dude. He was in Hawaii Five-0. Go ahead. What?
He got a little weird with her when he was like up, like next to her, close. Like you need a real man that does, acts first. And I was like, bro, why are you all up on her like that?
Well, cops are weird, man.
You're supposed to be coworkers, bro.
Yeah, but come on, this doesn't matter.
He puts off some weird vibes though, so like it's not like he just came out of nowhere with it.
You're right. It takes two to tango. They're probably both a little weird.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the
Hold on, you're gonna have to say can we talk about the
Can we talk about the cool ass kills in this movie?
Dude, the kills were
gory. They were just fucking top tier, man.
Dude, could you
imagine? There's like
some
funny kills too, though. Like,
could you imagine if this shit came out at the height of 3D movies? Oh, dude,
this is a 3D movie, dude. As soon as I watched it, I was like, "This movie is meant to be a 3D movie."
And it would have
those arrows would be.
So Eric.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, Eric.
The arrow was cool though when it like extends. I was like, extendo arrow,
Dude, all of them. The fact that they decapitated her was so good at the end. And
dude,
they
it's
just
poetic though, dude.
man, they let this shit linger, bro. It like you really watch every fucking tendon just rip apart or whatever under that turtleneck. Shit was hot. I loved it.
Yeah, and then him with the wax and stuff is crazy. He gets all grotesque and stuff. I mean, the squishing in the Great Press, even though when it starts off with the music, I was like, I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
like
dude, it was
a bop.
I was so confused though because I forgot that they were in a winery for a second, and then I was like, that looks like a laundry tumbler type of thing, and then it squished her, and I was like, what kind of fucking laundry they doing in there squishing it and shit? This don't make no sense, man.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said that because it just put 2 and 2 together for me.
Yeah, and that's why he's going into the buckets because it squishes the grapes, it gets the juice out. Yeah.
So good.
Dude, the cameraman gets done bogus though, dude. That first shot, like that would also been a 3D shot.
He got the photo though, dude.
He did. He got the shot. He
should have got the shit the first time, and he would never even been there.
Nah, he'd have still been there. Old boy would have cut him up.
Yeah. I thought it was funny too though when she was like, we're gonna kill the other couple, but then you kiss, and she's like, damn. They wrong place, wrong time.
But if the kiss wasn't passionate, they would have been fine. It was the fucking passion that killed them, dude. I love that. That's the best.
It's funny though, because they saved a ton of people, because they would have gone in that restaurant and killed like all those people, but then they also bring them to the movie, and then they kill a bunch of people. So
But I do love that they were like, those people they're okay to die. I need to live, so I'm taking them to a hot spot, and they're just gonna cut them all up.
Dude, them getting on the van is funny too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, the noises. I had subtitles on, and it was like describing everything.
Oh, was it? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
But they did the whole trolley problem, dude. They were like, okay, what do we let them kill all these people, or do we attempt to kill the killer?
Well, that's not really the trolley problem, but okay. We can do
adjacent.
That.
It's there's two trains. Cousins, We're a train, they're a train.
Which train do we run into each other or whatever?
Yeah. Do we run them with our train or not?
Oh shit. Apparently there's an actual kink for murder.
Oh?
It's called lust murder is what it's called, or sexual homicide.
Mm.
Oh, and
dude, it is kinks for everything, man.
It is a homicide which occurs in tandem with either an overt sexual assault or sexually symbolic behavior. Lust murder is associated with paraphilic term erotophonophilia, which is sexual arousal or gratification contingent on the death of a human being. Bro, that's wild. That's crazy.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, I'm bookmarking this.
That makes sense.
On the list.
I am. I'm already on the list, man. I clicked the goddamn link, dude.
So I guess too in the drive-in, the director makes a cameo. Like, I need to see back to kind of like see it.
So we're gonna make a cameo when we direct a movie, right?
Have to.
We have to, dude.
Now, is it gonna be something like this where you don't even notice it, or is it gonna be like an M. Night Shyamalan one where you're like, "Here you go, sir," and it's all three of us handing a cup at the same time?
Yeah.
I want to be Quentin Tarantino, dude. I want to be in the scene.
Oh, you want to be sucking on some toes? All right.
Yeah, you want to get like a supporting actor credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need your SAG after fucking shit.
Yeah.
I need my card, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you're going to just see the back of my head. I'm going to turn my head slightly and see they're going to be like barely see his face. They're like, did you know that he's in the background of this scene?
You can see him turn 45 degrees and you can see him smiling.
Yeah.
They had to cut his speaking lines.
I mean, I'm assuming the like the taxi advertisement, because I couldn't really see it. But
I couldn't see it either.
It had to have been something.
Oh, fuck, dude. Now I'm gonna have to.
Because it was like a nice little subtle advertisement. So like, it had to be like another one of his movies or something.
I was watching it on my tablet, which the iPad's a good tablet screen, but it ain't that good. So I was struggling a little bit.
I didn't pay no attention to it.
Oh, damn. That means he was on his phone, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, I watched that shit on a whole ass TV.
Exactly.
Was
and
it
you were on your phone during.
It was.
Oh, my God, dude. Mail.google.com. Vamp. Eric Vamp.
What was the horror movie where it was like a a mining dude. It was also a
That
horror
one
movie back in the day.
It's one of the Valentine movies, isn't it?
It's
gave me the-
My Bloody Valentine, the genetic something or other.
It gave me. I was like, "Is this a sequel to that?" Because in the beginning,
Technically, sure, yeah.
and in the beginning, they like mentioned like, "Oh, he killed these people in like this area," and I'm like, "Oh shit, are they connected?" But I don't think they are, right? Like you said, it's just aesthetics.
No, they're absolutely not. I think the design of his mask probably could be seen as like a connection, but no. So My Bloody Valentine, the original one, came out in 1981, and then there was like a re-sequel in 2009 that like you're supposed to assume is just like a 1-to-1 remake, but spoilers, it's like also taking place in the same universe or some shit like that. Both of them I don't think are very good. They're not. No. Both of them are not very good. Rotten Tomatoes for the newer one is 62%. Rotten Tomatoes for the other one is 58%. So they're both fine. They're both okay.
Yeah, I think the thing is with those is like the killer's like has a good look to him, but people don't really care for the movie. I mean, it's kind of hard when you do specifically like themed around like certain holidays type horror movies compared to I think if you just do straight up blanket kill at any point in time.
Yeah.
But with like themed horror movies, you always get a little cult following, you know, people that I mean, I don't think people love, you know, Valentine's Day as much as like they love like let's say Christmas, but you know.
Yeah. Like Christmas is the best one to do out of all of them, sure.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, think with this now, with this movie and those other two, like, and I'm sure there's other Valentine's-y ones or whatever. People are gonna like add this to that and like, oh, on Valentine's Day we watched these horror movies type situation. Like, I'm not though.
I ain't about that life, you know.
Yeah, like, because I don't. Yeah, none like Christmas has done it better than almost any holiday when it comes to horror. Yeah. I will honestly. I think I might prefer Christmas horror movies more than Halloween horror movies.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you got fucking Art the Clown, dude. He's like fucking all about Christmas in the third one.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to think like. Because obviously there's like the Halloween franchise.
All those Krampus ones, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So I found it, Eric. I did some digging. So the name of the film is Fanny's Revenge. That's the name of the thing on the taxi, okay? Fanny's Revenge. And it's got like some cool like demon hands coming over the shit. Which I looked it up. There ain't no film called Fanny's Revenge. But our boys over at Reddit had a thread from 3 months ago. And apparently Fanny's Revenge is a reference to a previous Josh Rubin film called Scare Me. It's streaming on Shudder, and it's great, apparently. So we may have to check it out. Yeah, that's what that's from.
The delay worked. I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would add this to like a rotation of like Valentine's Day movies that I watch or not. I'll have to watch it one more time, like with Alex, so that I can get a sense for how she feels about
Alex watch it?
Nah, the way that everything shook out this week, we didn't have time to watch it together.
What we need to do is come up with a list for every holiday, the best horror movie.
I mean, we could at this point.
Are there 4th of July horror movies?
There's got to be one of them.
And it depends how, like, some of them we may be a little more loose, I think, with horror, because they would probably
I'll show you loose, buddy.
Yeah. Because, like, Independence Day is, like, an action movie, but, like, Aliens?
No. It's an action. It's not like Aliens, or it's like a sci-fi, but it's horror.
What about
you know what I mean?
I Know What You Did Last Summer. You know, 4th of July takes place, you know, probably a day in the movie, you know?
I'm not against that. That's a 4th of July, but not a 4th of July movie. You know what I mean? I'm here for that.
Yeah, I'm not against that at all, to be honest. We'll have to do some research.
Yeah, that sounds like a podcast episode, honestly. You know, whenever we're not feeling like reviewing a movie.
Yeah, it's like a one-off type thing.
Yeah, sooner or later. All right, boys, we're at 25 minutes. You guys got anything else in the tank for Hard Eyes?
I did like how his eyes lit up, dude, you know, and he had night vision in
and
those.
And then he made it
eyes.
Night vision, bro. That was revolutionary. I ain't never seen nobody do that.
He had no perif though.
He didn't need it.
No.
Did he need it?
He almost got topped over, dude. They hit him from the side. He said, "Ah."
Yeah, but he was a lumbering fucking oaf, anyways. That's why that happened to him.
Independence Day, not a horror movie.
I mean,
Sci-fi adventure action.
Yeah, no. We decided on that before you looked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
concrete.
Eric, hit me with it. What are you giving Hard Eyes and why?
I'm giving Hard Eyes because of the gore, because of the kills, because of the two people. Dude, I like, I know the whole time they're like, we're not a couple. Obviously, you guys are a couple. I think I'm going to give it a solid 7.
Okay, James?
I liked it. I think it's good. Like, I think for the movie that it is, it's really good. But I think as a movie in total, like, it's just okay. I did like it. I don't know if I ever really want to watch it again. Like, it doesn't do anything too crazy. But it was enjoyable. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give it a 6.5.
That's a D-, dude. According to your scale, that's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, get your degree.
No.
Diploma.
C's get degrees. D's do not.
D's get you diplomas.
They do not, actually. I can tell you.
Certificates, maybe.
Certificates for sure. Fuck, dude, that's wild. That fucked my whole shit up here. Yeah, movies fun. I think a Netflix and chill type of movie, it's for sure a good one. You have some giggles or whatever leading to the other extracurriculars that you're really working towards. And then, you're just paying attention to kind of the most important parts of the movie. I think the kills were awesome. I wouldn't call them revolutionary or anything, but they looked really good. And you could tell they put a lot of thought and effort into it. The writing was really good as well. It left some gaps and there was some like with the villains. But other than that, I really liked it. I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. And that means that the Sooner or Later letterbox score for Heart Eyes is a 3.5 out of 5. That means I'm going to thank you all for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerAndLaterTV, youtube.com/@SoonerAndLaterLive, and for this one in particular, youtube.com/@SoonerAndLaterTV for our review of Heart Eyes. Can you continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias? If you didn't know, you're about to find out that we have 2 other channels now. We've split off our sports channel into its own thing, Sooner or Later Sports, and then we also have a live stream channel dedicated to housing all of our VODs. So if you ever want to watch a past live stream in its totality, you can go over to Sooner or Later Live and look at it over there. Until the next time, we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
You Fortnite?
Y'all ready for some fucking